Hey, I'm Ron Drotos from keyboardimprov.com, and welcome to day 12 of my 31-day tribute to Keith Jarrett, where we're exploring a different technique, recording or concept of his every day for 31 days to be inspired and help us with our own music too, as well as pay tribute to him. Today I'd like to talk about his left-hand vamps, which is arguably how he really got famous. They're all over the Cone Concert, which was his breakthrough album from the 70s. And there's, I think, sometimes a little source of confusion about when we try to do these vamps ourselves or create our own. Because a lot of times people think that he did the same left hand all the time. You know, he came up with a thing, I don't know, what, like... something like that, or whatever he would have done, the key of D there. And that has to stay the same in each measure. Maybe you move it from chord to chord, but there's a myth that it has to stay exactly the same. And in truth, Jarrett doesn't do that. He'll vary it from measure to measure, sometimes in big ways for variety, or sometimes in these microscopic ways, like one note will be a 16th note different because of what he's playing in the right hand. And I think in terms of practicing, you can try to practice something, let's see, and keep it the same. And say, I'm going to stick with that no matter what. What that usually means is sort of editing what we play in the right hand, right? Because with left hand has to stay there. I think that's good, and there's some cases where he does stuff like that. But by and large, it's a little more free. So you might be playing, and then you play a big run in the right hand. See? So you stay on the note longer in the left hand at that point. Or you play a little different rhythm in the right hand, and you can catch it rhythmically with the left. So I don't know, let's see. Whatever it is, it's a living, breathing thing, and sometimes, especially, if he's still searching for the right vamp, if he starts something but it's not quite the groove, he will change it sort of as it goes through the piece. I remember seeing him at Carnegie Hall, and was it 2000? Saw him twice there. I think this was 2015. It's when the album was recorded, the Carnegie Hall concert. I think it's 2012 or 13. It was earlier. Then I saw him again in 15. Anyway, there was one piece, and I remember sitting there, and he was playing kind of like a gospel kind of thing, and he kept changing the chord progression. Sometimes he'd go to an A minor chord, sometimes it would be a C, a 2 or a 4, and it's evolving, and then he finally found that groove. It took him a little while. It was fascinating to see, because he wasn't going to give up. It sounded, quote, good enough at the beginning, but he was really searching for it. So what does that mean for us? When we're playing these vamps, get into some groove. Maybe it's something else, See, I started out with what is that? That's the, what mode is this? Phrygian. D Phrygian mode. And started out with, which I liked, but then after just a couple of times through the vamp, I heard this. It helped me go deeper into it, so I brought that into it. So these can evolve for a few reasons. First, you just want to, the music evolves. You want to go deeper in a certain direction, so you change the vamp. Secondly, you play something in the right hand that's really fast, so you simplify the left hand just a little bit right there. Third, you can alter the left hand vamp to hit rhythms with the right hand, or chords, or even whatever it is. The right hand influences the left. So have fun, invent your own vamps, try them out on all the different modes. You can emulate certain recordings you hear of Jarrett, or just groove yourself and create your own. Have fun. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow on day 13.